This video is based on a creepypasta titled The Midnight Man, written by a user named E. I'm sorry if I mispronounce anything. If you would like me to pronounce anything correctly, or you have any tips or corrections, please leave them in the comment section down below. But without further ado, let's get right into the story. Welcome back to my channel, where we bring you the most insane and unbelievable creepypastas. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe for more content like this. Also, if you enjoy creepypastas, I recently made a compilation of top 10 scary stories from subscribers, which you can find somewhere over there. So when I was about 12 years old, my brother and I were staying up late one night, waiting for our parents to fall asleep so we could go watch some of our favorite horror movies. We looked at each other and said, "Let's play a game." When I asked what game, he told me that he heard about this game that was going around school called the Midnight Game. Apparently, it was played in a bunch of schools throughout America. He said you only needed a few things: a full sheet of paper, a pencil, a phone, and a flashlight. So we got all that stuff and sat down. You start by writing your name in big letters across the middle of the paper. Then you fold the paper in half lengthwise and put the pencil between the folds. You hold the ends of the paper in your hands and ask it 3 questions. Questions can be yes or no, but you must ask them in this order. First, do you want to play with me? Second, are you lonely? And third, can I help you? After you ask these 3 questions, whatever is on the other side of the paper is supposed to write you a message. After doing this, my brother and I left the room to get our answers. My heart was beating out of my chest because I knew that after whatever was written on that paper, it would come out of the closet and kill us. So I slowly opened the door and peeked my head in. The answer to the first question was yes. I lied down, ready to accept my fate, and waited for it to finish writing its message. A few moments passed, but instead of an answer to my second question, I heard rustling in the closet. I ran out of the room screaming. I woke up the next morning after my dad pounded on the door, asking why I was making so much noise. I told him about the Midnight Man and how it was coming out of the closet to kill me. He laughed and said there was no such thing, and that I was just making up stuff again. So I went downstairs for breakfast and tried to forget about it. Later that day at school, I told my brother and a couple of my friends about the game and how scared I was when I heard the shuffling in the closet. They thought it was hilarious and said that there was no way something would actually come out of the closet to kill me. I didn't believe that, but I had to admit that maybe I just imagined the whole thing. When I got home that day, I went straight to the closet and took out the sheet of paper. The first 2 answers were still there, but the third question hadn't been answered. Maybe it was just a trick of the light, but the tip of the pencil seemed to have moved slightly. Scared out of my mind, I ripped the paper to shreds and threw it away. For the next couple of days, I couldn't focus on anything except the possibility that the Midnight Man was in my house and waiting for me to go to sleep so it could come out and get me. I even started hearing strange noises in my closet at night, which I'm pretty sure were just squirrels, but it still scared me. One night, I couldn't take it anymore, and I decided that I needed to confront the Midnight Man. I went to the store and bought another sheet of paper and a pencil, but I didn't tell anyone what I was doing. That night, when everyone was asleep, I went to my closet and did the ritual again. I asked the first question, "Do you want to play with me?" And the answer was yes. I felt my heart begin to race as I asked the second question, "Are you lonely?" The answer was yes. I began to shake as I reached out to grab the third and final question. I whispered, "Can I help you?" As I turned the paper over, a single sentence was written in neat cursive letters. It said, "Yes, you can help me by summoning me." I almost dropped the paper. What did that mean? Did it want me to read the previous answers aloud? I wasn't sure, but I was too afraid to do anything else. I folded the paper in half and placed the pencil between the folds. Then I asked, Is that what you want me to do? The answer was yes. I took a deep breath and read, "Do you want to play with me? Yes. Are you lonely? Yes. Can I help you? Yes, you can help me by summoning me." I wish I could have recorded what happened next. Suddenly swept through the room. The closet door opened slowly. I watched in horror as a dark figure emerged from the darkness. It had no face, but I could see its eyes, which burned an eerie blue. Then it spoke. Its voice was a raspy whisper that seemed to come from everywhere and nowhere at once. "Thank you for summoning me," it rasped. "Now let's play." I screamed and ran out of the room. I don't remember what happened next. All I know is that my parents eventually found me hiding in their room, and the figure was never seen or heard from again. If you enjoyed this video, then you'll absolutely love the content in my compilation, Top 10 Scary Stories from Subscribers. There's plenty of creepypastas and scary encounters in there that will keep you up at night. So make sure to click on that link somewhere over there. And while you're at it, make sure to subscribe for more content like this. Creepypastas are fascinating because they tend to repeat the same mistakes over and over again. For example, starting with, "There was this guy who said that he wanted to tell me something, but I kept interrupting him." Well, stop interrupting him. Or here's another one. "I was home alone and I heard a knock at the door. So I opened it and there was no one there." Well, don't open the door. Also, I've noticed that people often use the word creepy when they really mean scary. They're not the same thing. Creepy is a feeling, while scary is an actual threat. So try using different words to describe your story. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. Also, make sure to listen to my podcast, which you can find on various platforms. New episodes come out every single week. So make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.